Did you know that there are skeleton versions of these T13 figures? I didn't until recently, and I'm so glad I did because they might be my new favorite. Let's open them up, check them out, and of course do some toy photography. So, what are your thoughts on these little guys right here? The little Titan 13, T13, Dummy 13, whatever 13. Hopefully you have good thoughts on them because there's so many of them and they're cheap. Do you like them because they're cool or because they're cheap? That's really the real question here, Venom. But did you know that there's also skeleton versions of them? There are, and they're also incredibly cheap. This one, $3. This one, $5. You can't beat that. I mean, maybe you could. I have found these for $1 before. But that's so cheap. And that makes me so excited to do these. And by the time I'm filming this video, it's a spooky time. You know, it's almost Halloween. Venom's here. He's a spooky black cat. And I love skeletons. Last year I did a whole top 5 skeletons video. So who knows, maybe these guys will rank up there with my top 5. And as well as this, I have he's dead. Spooky time death. He's been resurrected. I guess he's still dead. Anyway, there's a green one of these, and I also have a red and silver one of these. Maybe I can use that to go with Deadpool or something. You know, I feel bad. He's just kind of... Okay. Let's put these together and do some toy photography. What do you think? So I bought all of these on AliExpress. You guessed it. All of these guys. And they're so cheap, and there's so many more to find. I really just enjoy scrolling and seeing what the heck I'm gonna find with these guys. And that's something really enjoyable to me. So if you want to pick them up, I'll put the links I bought them through in the description of the video. And you can go, well, pay no attention to my Coke. This is a Darth Maul Coke. Anyway, you can, sorry Venom. You can use the links I've got in the description, or you can just head to AliExpress, search for Skeleton T13, and you'll find so many things. Let me know if you find anything cooler too. I would like to know, because I gotta do more of these videos. I need to do more Titan 13 videos. Let's shut up and start putting these guys together. I'm really actually curious to see which one's gonna be more fun. I've done a lot of skeleton action figures over the years, and actually, you know what, I have a whole skeleton action figure playlist if you're interested, and I'm excited to put these in the rankings, see if they're going to be as good as any of the other ones. I don't think they will, because they're just so cheap, but hey, maybe the fact that they're just so cheap will do it for me. Either way, T13 and these easy figures are just, they have a special place in my heart, no matter what. So these guys are all done, and I've got a lot of thoughts. Actually, I've got a lot of different things to say, but first, I have to make an apology. I have to apologize because I've been calling these guys Skeleton T13 dudes. But in actuality, they're actually called the Skeleton Joint Person. I'm sorry for saying it wrong this whole time. Skeleton Joint Person. Skeleton Joint People. I am sorry. But anyway, these guys, I was really comparing them to a T13. They really are very different than a T13. They're very T13 inspired and similar kind of concept. Overall, it's very different than what a T13 is. These guys have a lot of very similar things all in common, all these different guys. And these are their own thing, but they are built the same kind of way. But I like these guys more. They're not as posable, they're not as articulated, but they've got tons of joints and they're so easy, and it took me so little time to put together. And that I loved. It was more enjoyable to put together. Plus, I think skeletons are cool. And actually, one thing I noticed, so I'm sorry to interrupt this little dance party here. Sorry, guys. Oh, okay. Let's just take these guys. We'll take this guy here. So they are different. This guy was $5. This guy was $3. Almost double the price, and they definitely are different things. They look different, but for the most part, they're built exactly the same. One's a little bit taller, the face is a little bit more scary on this one, so they're definitely a little different. The one thing though with this guy, his joints have been feeling tighter than this guy, and I enjoy that very much, but I think both of them, their joints are tight.
Yes, you are tight like a tiger.
And one thing I also noticed too, and when you're looking at the Skeleton Joint Person destructions, yes, always read the destructions, which I didn't. You can really mix up a lot of the joints and still get to the same thing here. So when I built this guy first, I did a lot of the wrong pieces with the arms and legs. I switched them up, and he's still fine. And then I put them together correctly with this one. Oh no, actually, he's also wrong. He is correct. And that's okay. And I kind of like how I did that because now they have more differentiality to them. They feel different to each other. And I think that's really fun and really, really cool. Just as I'm playing with these guys, I really like them. I think they're so fun and God, so worth the money. So freaking worth the money. So one other thing too about this one here, the more expensive one, the $5 one, there's a magnet there on the back as well as on his feet. So you can put him on the fridge if you want, and that's cool. I'm assuming that's probably what it's for, just to really act as if he is a magnet, because I don't really see a lot of function for the back one here. I mean, for the feet one, yeah, like if you want to put him on a metal thing to stand him up, that probably worked great, but I'm assuming that's probably what it's for, and I think that's kind of neat. And also, really quick, yes, it does 100% work with Deadpool. This is the Marvel Legends one, and I think this is really fun. It's a little small, but you can have some fun with them. I think this is really cute, to be honest. So these guys, they do come with accessories, which is crazy. Another thing with the $3 this guy costs. So here's all his accessories. And first of all, here we've got this little staff. And I look at this and I'm like, dang, that's like a skull that matches his. Is this like his buddy or something? Honest, like, why is he having that? Man, that's crazy. But he's got it. It's hollow on the backside, so that's not really very cool, but it's cheap. And then he's got a smaller axe here. A little bit of detail on that. That's kind of cool. With another skull in there. Shoo. And then we've got a really big axe with some like feathers and stuff on the side. More skulls on it. Pretty BA, not gonna lie. And then we've got some some nunchucks, some little bone nunchucks. Which these are just kind of silly. They don't move or anything. It's just one solid piece, but I think it's kind of cute. And then he does have two separate hands, which can look like fists, or they can also act as holding hands for any of the objects he comes with. That's cool. But there's one more thing. He comes with this. So he can be a little keychain too, if you want it to be. And so the destructions, sorry, they do actually kind of give instructions on, oh my God. And then give this a little squeeze, I guess. And then now he's a keychain. So that's, I mean, that's honestly pretty cool. I wouldn't put this on like my keys because he's just gonna fall apart. I guess that's kind of cool. I don't know. I've never had an action figure come with a keychain thing, so I guess that's neat. Before I move on to the other guy's accessories, this dude right here does not glow in the dark as much as I kind of was hoping he would. He doesn't. Oh wait, does he? Hang on a sec. No. He does not, so there's that. It kind of looks like it if I have that one light on, doesn't it? So the $5 one comes with actually less accessories, but one of them is really interesting. So first of all, he comes with two fists, great. And then he comes with a little staff thing. But wait, is this an actual staff thing? So the instructions actually say, if you pop his, under high venom, if you pop his bottom half off, pop that bottom half off, you can pop this on. Jeez, that was hard. It's weird, like the instructions actually have him like being crucified or something. So this is pretty crazy. So here's the instructions. It actually has him like on a cross right there. So this is a little weird, and he looks like that. Oh, you know what? Actually, I have a good idea that this is gonna be funny. So I've got this little house plant here. Get out of the way, man. I got a little house plant, and if I just stick this in there, I think I can have a nice little, cool, maybe just to spice up Halloween. I mean, that's the thing. Here we go. We've got this. So what about articulation with these guys? They definitely are pretty good. There's obviously a lot of limitations here. So you've just got these crazy joints like this. And if you want to turn them a little bit this way, you can get them to go like this. So, you know what? That's a whole lot more movement than a lot of other legitimate action figures get. Honestly, that's cool. And you can get all the way up with the head. You know, like you can move a lot. The mouth opens too, not a lot, but it does. You do have a joint in the middle, in his like the crunch, I guess you would want to call it. The more you, the more you move it, it'll pop out. You can move his knee. Actually, you've got a pretty decent amount of articulation, not gonna lie. It's just very simple articulation, just like ball joints. You know, there's nothing really, no good like engineering going on. So, and nothing really looks realistic, and that's part of the reason why it's pretty good. It works, and his feet are big, so he's easy to stand. So I think articulation is good. I was really having fun messing around with posing with the dancing when I was having them like dance. I would say Articulation's good. I don't think it's as good as a normal T13, but very fun to pose and mess around, I would say. So, you know what, Venom, I'm gonna do this because you're kind of making him blend in. I guess that works a little bit, a little better. Anyway, how tall are these guys? Because they are different. They're about 5 inches? Yeah, just over the 5 inches point. Venom, leave it, what are you doing? So here are some of the other skeletons that I really like. This is the Mythic Legions one of them. I really like that one. This is the Kulu World one, which they are doing like a new one soon, so I'm curious about that one. And then this one here, hang on, let me move back. This one here is my favorite. This is the Fwoosh one, and they seem to be doing another one of him as well, but he's gonna be in that new Big Bad Toy Store Workshop line. Let's be honest, these new cute little guys are not even close to these other ones. Not even close. And that's fine, because they're cheap as heck. But, however, I will say, I think I like them better than this. Venom, I think I like it better than this skeleton. This is the $4 Walmart skeleton that I've found a few years back. You know, I haven't been able to find him since, but I do really like this guy because he's a $4 skeleton from Walmart Halloween section. But I think that these guys are actually better figures than him. Even though he's cool, I like him a lot, he just doesn't really function very well. And the fact that he was $4 at Walmart kind of says a lot. I think that's cool. But these guys are cheaper. Well, he is at least. So I think I might like these guys better. So not as good as the other ones, but I think they're still better than him, or maybe at least on the same level. But we should still probably compare them to, of course, the T13. And this is the only T13 that I've bought from the official Titan 13 store because they're all overpriced and just as good as the stuff you can get for $2 on AliExpress. Anyway, and here's also, I got these little stick figure guys, which are really fun too. They really are completely different. The only reason they're the same is because they're just quick little guys you put together that are articulated. That's really the only difference. They're very Titan 13 inspired, but I think that's probably it. If you like Titan 13s, you'll like these, but they're not like, they're made by the same people or anything. It doesn't even feel like that. All right, well, I guess a big question is, what do we think of these guys? Are we giving them a W or an L? Okay, before I do the W or L, which is better between the two? Because they are different and they are differently priced. I think I like them both equally. I really, really do. I do think I like him a little bit better, but I don't like how I couldn't have just got a normal white one of him, at least from the listing I found. As far as W or L, they're easy freaking W's for how cheap they are. They're so much fun. They're so good. You could get 20 of these for the price of one normal figure nowadays. You know, it's just, and I think that's so cool, and they're fun. They're easy to put together. They look good, and we could actually do some legitimate stuff with these guys. So I'm gonna give them a W. They're an easy W. 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 I actually had a lot of fun with these guys before when I was just putting them into a little dance pose. And I think I'm gonna do it again. I think I'm gonna do the actual toy photo like this because they were just fun. Let's go do some cheapo dance party skeleton toy photography. Okay, well, check this out. We've got a little bit of a monster mash going on with a bunch of dancing skeletons having a good time on what looks like Halloween night. I'm trying to go and give out candy to trick-or-treaters, but they're too busy. They're having a party with all my candy. What? Honestly, I don't really know. This just sounded really fun, and this just kind of makes me happy. And that's really it. I don't know what else to explain, guys. There's some skeletons dancing with candy on my table, and that's my photo. It looks kind of cute, right? Honestly, I think it's kind of fun. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just kind of put my hand in there like this to make it look like, I don't know, they're an inconvenience to me, and I'm like, urgh. And that's all I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of atmosphere aerosol, a little spritzy, you know, a little bit of that in there. And that's it. That's really it. I do have lighting kind of specifically placed around, you know, just to get some rim lighting, all that kind of stuff. My settings are at 1250, which is a little high, but it just kind of works with what I have for the lighting, and it honestly doesn't really matter. And it might crisp up the atmosphere aerosol a bit, but that's all. And 2.5 is my aperture. And I'm at a pretty angle, like an angle going down from above, which is going to make more in focus because of where that puts the focus line. Is going to work out. And my ISO is at 400 also. So I'm going to eat some candy corn and take this photo. Do you like candy corn? I think candy corn's actually pretty good. Anyway, except for when it doesn't get in the back of your throat. Let's go take this photo. Okay, let's do a quick spooky post photo breakdown. And you know what? I did something that I don't think I've ever done in one of these videos. I don't know. Well, so this is a photo, and I think it's cute. It's exactly what I was thinking, and it's pretty straightforward. There's not really much to explain here. Just a cute couple of skeletons dancing on the counter. I mean, what else is there really to explain? But I was kind of thinking, like, man, I really, like, this is fun, but I kind of wish they were all just white skeletons. Like, I could have just cloned them all. I wish, like, this would look better if they were just normal skeletons. And I was like, you know what? I have other skeletons, so how about I just do one? So I took another photo, and I switched the skeletons out with some of the Mythic Legions skeletons. And I couldn't redo all of the same poses. I tried to, but these guys are just more articulated. So that's that's pretty cool. It's fun to switch it out because the video is about these figures, not about these figures. So that's why I don't usually just completely change the figures for the photo. So I'm curious, what do you like better? This one is a little cutesy and more whimsical. This one is still cute, but it's a little less whimsy feeling. I don't know. What do you think of these spooky, scary skeletons? Is the shot dumb? Which photo do you like more? I'd love to know. And let me know what you think. Let's run the end of the video. These guys are such a blast, and I always get excited when I find new T13, whatever, super cheap figures, especially when they're skeletons. I just love skeleton figures for some reason. But if you did enjoy the video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. This photo, as always, will be posted up onto Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and if you want to follow my work on any of those platforms, it's all linked in the video description below, and I post a lot on all of those platforms too, in different kinds of content as well. And as always, thank you for watching and getting this far into the video, and I hope to see you in the next one.